Look at that. Almost bang on time. How we doing, everybody? Happy Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Evening all. I'm still a bit dazed. I've got jet lag. Just come back from up country. Well, up Somerset. Not that far, I don't suppose, but hour and a quarter for me. Evening Theo, Dom, Phil Taylor, Multi, Rob Titheridge, Colin Parnell. Disappeared off the top again. Rolf's in. Hi Rolf, Michael Hyde, Mac Vision, Andy Cowley. Aston, hi Aston. Not long till Christmas, it's the 18th. It's nearly here. Santa, it's nearly here. Rob Cross, hi Rob. Andy Cowley. Again, sorry, twice Andy. Chris, I'm not going to pronounce it. I'm not going to try and do it. You're sending that box of stuff to look at after the holiday. Yeah, no rush there, Chris. Evening Rob Bond. Evening Nick, Andy Beck, Timothy, Anthony Carter, Benji's in. I didn't get into 20 to 4, Dom. So it's pushing it a bit, to be fair. I managed to get the dogs out in the field for a quick run and fed the chickens. Come back in, add another little potter with this radio, and then put the chickens to bed straight up 10 minutes ago. Maybe get rid of all the caps. You never know. Evening Doug. Evening Steve 7931. Steve. Transformer. Yeah, I'm sort of hedging my bets that that's going to be all right, Ralph. I haven't tested it, to be fair. Maybe we need to have a look at that. What we do is good practice. I mean, end of the day, I'm hoping the transformer's good. We found that primary was okay. FRG 7700. Align it for me. Yeah, I can do that, Ralph. It's mainly the VCO voltages. I get VFO and VCO mixed up. They're pretty straightforward, Ralph, actually, but they do need to be set up right, otherwise the frequencies are all over the place. All the gear, no idea. Chris, I think you sent me a package, Chris, haven't you? Just been and retrieved a box from my neighbours. Cyberfly, how you doing? And Bjorn, hi Bjorn. Andrew Houseford, yeah, that is a bit personal, isn't it? It's a bit deaf, plenty of static though. A bit deaf. You did, Chris. Thank you very much, mate. That's going to come in very useful. Especially for tomorrow's session, because we got Brother tomorrow. Brother is definitely confirmed as being here on the stream tomorrow. I've just got to tell him he's got to bring a Christmas jumper. I haven't told him that yet. Yeah, thank you very much, Chris. I do like that Brewdog stuff. Evening, Andrew Pitt. How are you, mate? So, yeah, bit of a. I couldn't sleep last night. I could not sleep. I went up to bed about 11:30, I think. Just lay there till about midnight. I thought I've got to get back up again and have a look at that radio. So I come in here and started pottering around with this radio until 3 o'clock in the morning, which was a bit crazy, really. So I was up till 3 o'clock this morning, pottering about with this radio, doing some of the caps to try and get us a bit ahead of ourselves today, really. And managed to get back to sleep. I had about 4 hours sleep. And I was due to go up and see my dad, my stepman, and my brother and sister-in-law today, up in Wellington, up in Somerset. Thank you, Chris. So, off I trots this morning, 10:45, for a meeting at 1 o'clock with an hour and a quarter journey. Of course, unfortunately, I got an hour somehow mixed up. I should have left at 11:45, not 10:45. I kept looking at the thing and thinking, well, I haven't altered the clock. I haven't put the clock forward. Something's wrong here. I've not put the clock forward. And then I heard the time on the news. I thought, oh dear. I was already on my way, so I couldn't turn back. So literally, I was an hour early. So I tidied the car out, went and got some petrol or diesel. Went and got some diesel, had a little sit in a lay-by. What a nightmare. Anyway, yeah, that shows that I really enjoy repairing. Yeah, I do enjoy it. You're in the late hours club, single dad. What you like? Yeah, I know. Thanks very much, Chris, for the super chat. Appreciate it, mate. Always like to help anybody out if I can. Christmas onesie, yeah. Evening, Paul. How you doing, mate? Well, there's somebody again that's been giving me stick again. He's not happy because he's seen some new beer come in. He's getting a bit jealous, Chris. He's a bit upset because he's seen more beer. He thinks I'm gonna neglect his beers. But Mr. Penguin, how you doing? Have you missed me today? No. Why not? You're a fool. I know I'm a fool. Let's see what we've got at number 18 then. Have you got anything for me in there? Or have you deliberately left it empty? Oh, nice one. Mrs. Cruncher's been busy again, look. McEwen's Headspace. Scotch whiskey beer. Now, I have had this one before, and I can tell you it is very nice. It is very nice. It's 5.8%, so it's not overly weak, is it? Let's get Penguin Cam back up here. It's not overly weak. I was really hoping to try and get this fired up today, but I have got some real difficult caps still to do in this. I've been up here just now and just done an extra couple just in case. You best work at 3 a.m. I don't know what I was thinking. I had it on my mind that I was convinced I wasn't going to be able to get this done in time. I still going to be pushing it today, I think. It might be another burning the midnight oil job tonight, but you never know. So we've got the Radiocruncher beer pot, tankard. Let's check this stuff here in it. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to this after that drive. Of course, you can't have a drink with your dinner, really, if you're driving, so. Pub grub with no beer. It's not good, is it? But yeah, I can definitely confirm that Bruv is coming tomorrow. He's bringing with him the headphones that he bought at Wootton Bassett. One of the drivers has stopped working, so somehow we're going to try and pull apart a Bang & Olufsen set of headphones. Cheers, everybody! Happy Christmas! So this is basically Scottish beer with a dash of whiskey in it. What do I got to say? So the finest Scotch whiskey has been blended with this smooth and fruity beer, giving it a unique, rich and full-bodied flavour. It says, why not also try McEwen's Champion, and that is probably up there with my favourite beers, that is. But I have been right up by the McEwen's brewery. I think Oh, it says it's Marstons in Wolverhampton, but they brew the Scottish Heavy in that up in Edinburgh. I'm not sure what the brewery is. Hey, thank you, Rob. Happy Christmas to you as well, mate. I've got the wrong camera. So yeah, you can smell the brewing. It's a really strange smell up in Edinburgh. Where I stayed up there one time, we were very close to the brewery. I'm sure it's McEwen's, but yeah, you can't get that Scottish Heavy, and well, it's they do it in shillings, don't they? It's I think 70 shillings, 80 shillings, and 90 shillings, isn't it? Obviously, that equates to the strength as well. Right, very nice that is. Headspace, well worth a go if you haven't tried it before. Rolf, thank you very much, mate. Better than pay-per-view TV, isn't it, eh? Better than pay-per-view TV. Right, let's have a look what I've done. You'll be hopefully, well, not impressed, but you'll hopefully be pleased with my progress. Because I have made some alterations to my capacitors as well. Let me just get the camera down and I'll show you. So I'll start down the bottom because this is where I started, really. Down here. GT Jeff, good evening. Pryor, John, how you doing, mate? Yeah, thanks Rob and Rolf, much appreciated. And Chris prior to that. So yeah, you can see I've replaced some of these caps around the. This is the tone. I was getting tone and volume mixed up. So you know, you automatically think with a modern transistor radio that your on-off switch is the same as the volume. Well, it's not on these. It's on, off, and tone, and the volume is the next one up. So that took me a little bit of fathoming out. So where our little tropical fish capacitors were, we've now got a 472, 4.7 NF poly cap. So I've been in and done all these. There's an electrolytic in underneath here as well that you can't see really. It's a little one up here. There's another one in underneath here that had a big long metal one in there. That's done. That was tricky. I've still got a load to do of these hunts, absolutely loads. It's a mammoth task on these. I've done a load, but I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've still got 8, maybe 9 to do. It's just absolutely full of them, and they're all knackered. They're all falling apart, so I've got to get them done. Bjorn. Hi Bjorn, you're saying you heard a while ago that I was thinking about testing your C64. Don't connect the PSU before you've checked the outputs, especially if it's a... No, I built a PSU for the Commodore 64, Bjorn. You'll have to go back a bit earlier in the year. I got a board from PCBWay and built my own power supply for the Commodore 64, so you'll have to have a look at that. Spanky, not finished yet. Of course it's not finished. You like the insulated cap leads? Yeah, I thought if I do the insulation the same on all of the stuff I've touched, I'll know where I've been then. You know, apart from stuff that's not insulated, some of this they haven't bothered insulating it, so I've just copied suit with that really. But at least I can see where I've been and what I've done really. Let's go up a little bit then. Let's take you up to the filter caps. You remember yesterday I did these, well, I didn't like them. I didn't like the way they looked. They were pointing downwards, and they were getting quite close to the pickup connection. So I've moved them there and stuck them upright. Again, this is all done in the early hours of the morning. All done in the early hours of the morning. I'm in the way now, aren't I? Let me go over this way. Let me go over this way. Let me go up the top there. I'm not in the way then. So yeah, I've done both of these. I also found out where the yellow wire went. I've also found out where the red wire that broke off goes as well. So I've just left that out at the moment because there's a load of those hunts in underneath where I need to get to. And also you can't quite see it, but this wire here, this black one, goes to the ground connection in the middle, and I've actually soldered it onto the board up here. So we've got a connection with the screw through the chassis. We've also got a proper soldered connection to ground, because this is the HT coming off of these caps. What else have I done? There's one in underneath here that you probably can't see. Just in underneath here. Maybe just about see it. There's a little niche con in underneath there, look. Little cap. And I've taken this resistor here out to get at it. And it's supposed to be 27. It's reading about 35, so it's reading really high. But I haven't got a 27k half watt resistor, so unfortunately it's gonna have to stay like it. So that's the story so far. So I've done a fair bit. I mean, there's another one up the top here that I've done, right up top. Where are we? Up there, there. So I've done this one up here as well. So I've been busy. I have been busy, but it doesn't seem like I've broken the back of it at all. But I think I have. I've still got some of the hardest ones of all to do though, which is a bit of a pain. But you know, end of the day, it ain't easy. This radio. It's around about the same as the other one. There's not a lot of difference. There isn't a lot of difference. So let's get you down on here. It's got this funny little coil thing up here as well, look. It's weird, that is. It's like a plastic encapsulated coil. So if we go down to the output transformer. Now, in the info that Chris gave me, it says that this has got to have the outer shield. What am I on about? The outer of it facing this way. So I had to take that one back off again and find out which way around the outer foil was. So, and that's the yellow wire now that comes out the back of the radio. I'll put it out through the right hole now as well. What else have I done? I've had a quick look at the base of the rectifier valve, and I've cleaned that off. That's our lovely tuning, what's his name? It turns out that these are high voltage safety caps, believe it or not. Well, it doesn't call them safety caps, but they're about 1300 volt rated. It's got 470 written on them, so I think it's at 47 or 470 NF. I've given it a bit of a clean up just to see what they were really, because I was thinking, do I need to change them as well? But I don't think I do. That's 470 nanofarads, I think they are, or picofarads. they're quite low value caps. So I think that's all I've got to show you for now. It's just a case of cracking on and getting some more of these caps done and see how we get on. If I can get them all done, then I'll go down and disconnect the speaker. Well, actually, no, I won't probably have time to do that, but I have got a 3 ohm speaker here to just put in as a... It's knackered, but the voice coil is still okay on it. Thanks, Bjorn. Does it work, though? Does what work, Andrew? The output transformer we've tested. We haven't tested the mains transformer, though. That's the only thing. So I think, let me see where I am. I'm sort of in this area here working now, so I need to just zoom in really where that orange wire is. You can see we've got a massive cluster of hunts there. That's pretty much where I'm working at the moment. Thanks, Bjorn. Thanks, Harvey. Yeah. Oh well. Cheers again, people. Right. Let's crack on, because otherwise it ain't gonna be finished. And I'd really love to get this fired up for tomorrow. There's all sorts to see. There's a hunt hiding down here and behind. That's probably the next victim. It's right in underneath this tag strip in behind all this wiring. Is that a Hunt's there? Or is that a capacitor? Is that another one? This is absolutely brimming with them, and I'm really running out of capacitors now. No, that's a resistor, okay. But we've certainly got a Hunt's there. And it looks like it's going between those two terminals. So let's snip the first one. Where are we? This one here. Can you see where I am? Yeah, you can pretty much. So that's one side of it. Oh dear, it's so deep in there. You literally can't see it. It's just see the top of it there. That just see the top of it. I'm not going to be able to get you in here very well either with the camera. I can barely get in there with me head really to see what's going on, let alone work on the thing. Right, let us commence. So I've probably done about 3-4 hours work on this already, not including what we did in yesterday's stream. So it's a real labour intensive thing. And I've gone and put my little sort of dentist picky tool, which is really useful for this. I've gone, have I dropped it or have I? Yes, I've dropped it. Yeah. No, not at all. Not at all, Andrew. We've not tried powering it up at all yet. It's just purely been because of the problems with yesterday's stream, the bomb that was inside it. That's funny. You need to watch out back, Andrew. The thing that was in there was unreal. It looks like it's there. How difficult is that? So I'm just trying to see what value it is before I muller it, really. It's likely to break into thousands of pieces, this, because it's Hunt's. Yes, it's a 0.4. I think this one here is a 0.4 in it. 104. Oh, 0.04, sorry. No, 104 can't be a 0.04, can it? That's got to be a 473 we want. 473, as in 47 NF. So I've pretty much run out of those. I've got two of those little axial ones left, but I'm trying to keep them all the same. I've got a load of these Nichicon ones. What's 104? 0.1 UF. 0.1 UF is 100 NF. So these are 250 volts. These are rated at 150. Got to be careful because some of them are rated at 250. The 4500, some of them actually. Right, where does that go to? That's down there. It is like getting in to defuse a bomb, isn't it? It really is. I mean, it's hellish difficult to get in there. I literally can't get my fingers on. I can touch it, that's about it. I'm trying to leave a little piece on there so I can see what terminal it's come off of. That's one. This is the other one down here. Right. So now I've got to try and get that one out of there. Where are you? I can't even reach the thing. Hey, there he is. What a nightmare. Make sure it's a class Y cap if it goes between the line and ground. If not, change the safety caps. Evening, Simon. How are you, mate? Yeah, you do. Yes, how are you, mate? Right. Yeah, this one's had some trauma. It's got it's almost like got a burn where it's overheated by the looks of it. So we've got this blooming insulation on both sides as well. So it's that one and that one. Do I just tack it over the top, or do I have to go in behind where it was before? I don't think I need to follow exactly where it is. Just makes me wonder whether they've done that for a reason. It's always a worry, isn't it? Have they put it in underneath there to keep it away from something else, perhaps? So let's get the solder off of these two. See if we can actually thread it through the hole, which we should be able to. Done a nice wrappy wrap job on them as usual. That's that one out, and this one. I could just tack them on, but I don't want to be doing this job twice, really. It's painful enough as it is. Right, let's get that out of the way. Thank you, Rob. So let's give it a little bit of insulation. I'm glad I bought a lot of this stuff because I certainly need it in this radio. And this is silicone covered cloth sleeve that you can get from, I think it's RS, this one I bought it from. I don't know whether the length of the leads makes a lot of difference. Tang, it wants to go over there. Look. I don't want it over there, I want it over here. Let's get the big solder over here. Okay, I think that'll be okay there. Can always move it around a little bit if we have got a bit of hum. Okay, so I think that's the only one in... Oh, that's not one there, is it? What's that there? No, okay. So we've got a real pain in the neck one there now. That's gonna... Oh my god, how the hell am I gonna get that out? Everyone's a challenge. Every one of these is a challenge to get out. Hi Jay, how are you? Very good, Spanky. You're on form tonight. Spanky's on form. He must have been playing Sonic the Hedgehog today on that on the Amstrad Mega Drive. So there's one in underneath here. It's got a whacking great blob of solder on it. So where's that? How the hell? This is really tough, this is. Hopefully it's going to be worth it and it's going to sound absolutely amazing. I'm just checking that this is actually a resistor. It's so dirty it could be anything. Yeah, it is. And I mean the resistors are no doubt gone high in this. And it might be worth a revisit at a later date to get the resistors done as well, innit? Depends what the voltages are really. I suppose we ought to check the voltages once we get it up and running. Yeah, that's definitely a resistor. There's like a metal shield in between here. Bizarre. Obviously this is critical then. So let me cut that off from underneath. I can't get in there with the snips, I don't think, so I have to go in with the scissors. That's that one. What's this one? It's a Hunts. Okay, this is 0.01 at 400 volts. It's nicely cracked. So 0.01 at 400 volts. 10 NF, 400 volts. I think that's the one I've just put back in it. No, it's 100 NF. 10 NF, 400 volts. Have I got a 10 NF, 400 volts? I hope so. 630, but that won't reach. 250. 160 volts. 275 volts AC. Okay, hopefully we've got some of these. That's a 103. Go and get some sherry in you. Adrian Hobby, how you doing, mate? You've got port. Oh no, that's cruel. Four, 7, 3. Point 1. Is this 0.01? Yes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, plenty of those. Plenty of those. I am really short on some of these. Right, so that's not shielded there. How the hell am I going to get in there? I'm going to have to sort of just put a little hook on the end of this, I think, and try and hook it around. Let me just clear some of the old solder off of it. That seems to be helping. So we want to be there, ready to fire. No, didn't get anything with that one. With that pass. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get in there to unwrap that. They've really made that difficult. Just snip that tail right off now. See if I can get this in here. Well, I can reach it with a soldering iron. That's one good thing, I suppose. One good thing. And no, these are electricians' shears, I think they call them. So they've got like a little U in there, so you can cut wires nice and easily. Let's get a substantial piece of wire. Can't find one. Can never find a bit of wire when you need it. It's probably all the wires on the floor, I expect. See if we get the mains cable up. So you just put it in the thing and you can cut wire. It's got a little stripper there, so you can strip wires with it as well. I'm not sure what the serrated edge is for, but yeah, these are listed as electrician's scissors or electrician's shears. So they are quite good for getting into places where you can't get the handles, because you can see you've got much more chance of getting in with this than you have for trying to get the whole handle in as well. So look them up on Amazon, they're on there. That's where I got them from. And that was from, I'm sure you all know him, a guy called 12 Volt Vids uses them quite a lot. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I like some of his stuff. So I'm going to check the outer shield. I've done this on a few now. It does seem to work on some of these. If I can find my scope probe, which is deep in everything. Because one side of this is actually, no, it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't matter on this one. It doesn't matter on this one. It doesn't matter because we've got hunts in there. So right, we need to put a little hook in it. So is it better to hook it that way in and around? Probably is. So try and put like a little loop almost in it, like that. And I'm going to try and put that over the terminal and see if I can pull it tight, which I don't think I'm going to be able to, because this lot's in the way. I think it's underneath that. It's a hellish hard job, these are. You saw the struggle I had with the other one. Well, it paid off because it did sound amazing, didn't it? But is it going to let me get in there? No, I'm going to have to just hook it in behind and pull it back out again. Right. Oh, you little... Oh, stay there. It is like a surgical operation, isn't it? I now know why I've not seen any of these Murphy sets actually restored on YouTube. You know, I've searched for all of these Murphy sets I've got to see if I can get any tips from anyone else that's restored them, and there isn't. There's lots of videos of them playing, which is just a big tease, really. Okay, nearly. If I can just poke that up there. I tell you, this is hellish difficult. You know, it looks like I'm making it look hard, but it is blimmin' hard. Right, so I've got solder on that, some fresh flux. I'm just hoping if I heat it, it'll flow. Yeah. Got it. Whew. Right, see if I can get in there and just cut that little excess leg off. Got you, you little monkey. Right, now this has got a a hellish long leg now, which goes up and right the way in through there. It's threaded in through there. It goes up to this Hunt's Central, I'm going to call this, because there's 3 of them connect to the same area. What is it? What is it connected to? A valve base. What an unusual thing. The centre of the valve base has got this flat upright metal plate on it, which seems a bit bizarre. But we've got 3 Hunts all converging into the same area there. So I'm going to probably have to solder suck that out and do all 3 at once. The serrated edge for gutting electric eels. Oh dear. Dutch full lockdown from Sunday. Well, I know there's a lot of talk today about the UK going into another lockdown after Christmas, isn't there? Now, can I get in there with that and the soldering iron or not? Okay. It's looking good. There's a hell of a lot of things all in this same lag here. I'm going to have to cut a couple of these out, I think, out the way. I'm never going to get in there else. So I'm in here working on this little cluster. Okay, so we've got that one in there. We've got this one in there. And we've got our new one. So we've got 3 capacitors and a resistor coming off of there. How? That's like Capacitor Central, isn't it? Capacitor City. I might have to just switch to a smaller tip here and see if I can get in and remove all the pieces, because I'm going to need all the holes free in order to stick the just let me have a beer while I think about what I'm going to say. Stick all the legs of the new ones in. Most of those are going to ground apart from this one. This one's going to Timbuktu, I think. Wire scraping, really, Chris? They are worth getting. I mean, I don't use them very often, except for things like this, where there's limited access, and then they are really useful. So this is where that orange wire connects as well. So you can see why I've left that out of the way for now, because that's like right in the way of everything that I've got to get at here. Right, so I've got the iron on fairly hot 360. Let's see if any of this is gonna be nice and unravel for me. There is things moving. As I say, it's only a valve base, so I've got, there's 4 wires going through it, which is a hell of a squeeze. It seemed like very good practice. That one wasn't through it, that was just wrapped around. Okay. Don't really want to cut that resistor out of the way, because I might not have another one. Some very weird values of resistors in here, and I suppose they're all like that for a reason. Another piece out. Piece out. Where's my sucker rocker? Oh, hello, premature. Right, swap hands. I'm going left-handed now. Well, that was a feeble suck, Graham, that was. I'm surprised you got anything there. Bit of a better suck than that we need. Yeah. Right, I think, yes, we have a hole. So we should, I'm going to just see if I can pull that resistor to the front as far as he'll go. They got a face full of resistor then. Right, okay, I think I've got room in there. So the first one I'm going to put in is the one that I've already soldered on the other end. I need a fair bit of this sheathing for this. This is good stuff. I don't know what the insulation resistance is on it, but it's a damn sight better than what's in there at the moment. Right, let's cut a length of this off a minute, because we're going to use it. Come on, you know you want to go on there. It's just like putting a sleeping bag on. Right, okay. Right, once again I can't actually physically reach it, so let's Right, that's one in. That's the cap that I've just done. So, what else have we got to put in here? We've got another 0.4 at 150. And this is another 0.1 at 400. So we need a 0.1, a 0.01, and a 0.04. A 0.01. I tell you, one day I'll memorize these, but I don't do enough of these sets to get used to the values on them. 10NF 103. 0.01. They're actually marked 0.01 actually. So you should know it, shouldn't I, really? I've got 004, so I've got none of those left at all. So there is one more in the circuit, so I'm going to be struggling to find a replacement for that. So that one goes there. That's quite a tight fitting into the lead. There's a little tiny bit of insulation on it. That's that one in. And the other one is the 0.04. Just make sure I've got that right. 0.047. There we go. Once again, quite a short bit. So. So, as I'm putting these in before I'm cutting the others out, that's really just for references. I don't get really stuck into what goes where, because as I say, there they've managed to get 4 of these in one valve pin. I do not know, but they have done. Whether I'm going to be able to get this last one in or not. I might have to push it. Nope. God, tell you what, this is... I literally can't get my fingers in there. This is a problem. Hopefully it's not boring you too much, people, but we'll get there. I don't give up easily. I don't know if there's physically enough room in this to get another one in. No, I'm going to have to twist that one around. There's not enough room to physically get that one in. So I think what I'll do is I'll just solder those on first, and then we'll drop this one in when I've got it molten. The one thing, at least, there is we have got a lot of caps all done at the same time there, so that's sped us up a little bit. Got it. Brilliant. Okay. Right. So we got this one first. Let's get this one out of the way. That one's got to come out and go into there. Steve, how you doing, mate? You're sitting in your workshop with a Marconi phone P20 that somebody has tried to restore. That doesn't sound good, Steve. I'm not sure what the P20 looks like. It's not that little tiny one, is it? The little clamshell one. Is that the P20? Because I've done one of those and they are a bit of a nightmare to work on. In fact, I did make an offer on one of those at the Wooden Basset because I really liked the one that I restored and I wouldn't mind one myself, but he wanted 40 quid for it. Was probably not a bad price, but I wanted to see what was coming up in the auction first, really. Okay, so I'm going to cut that one off about there. Okay, that one's in there. I'm not going to have to solder that one yet, just in case I need to move it back out of the way again. So this one goes down to here. It's just on the chassis, so that doesn't need insulating. That was a weak effort at sucking. That sucked. Tell you what, that other tip is better. Pop this one up a bit hotter. Let's go a bit hotter. This is a high thermal mass tip, but it's obviously not as good as the other one. That's good enough. Right, I should be able to get that in around there now. Don't really want to be touching that with my fingers now though, because that's going to be flipping hot. Right, rappy time. Oh, I nearly had that, man. Let's see if I can hit that up. Let's give that a bit of flux. Got him. He's only got it. Get one of those. Yeah. Okay, let's just move that one a little bit out of the way. That's that one, that one, that one. Just solder this one in then. Job done. There we are. What a game. I don't know how much of that you saw, but you know, there's three caps there all going into the same valve pin. That is tough. We've got another one up here to do, another two, another three to do there. And that one should be straightforward enough. We need to pull that one out of the way to get it out. So we've got this one to do, and then there's another two right up in underneath here. Right. Okay, so that's the story so far. We're getting there. Doing okay, Rob. Welcome back, mate. Oof. Right, this one next then. So that one's going to one of these IF cans. You can see it's got a nice big crack in it. So that's connected to ground again. Just in, if I can get the snips in there. There. Then it's knitted in around and up there. So what is this one? 0.04 150 volts. I'll swap back to that bigger one because I've got another chassis ground point there to solder. Missed 2 explosions. Oh dear. Where am I? You don't want to see two views of me, really, do you? Not really. 13-inch Trinitron. So that is the little clamshell one, the P20, is it? That is the one that I was looking for at that show. I do fancy one of those at some stage. Right, let's just get that one freshened up a bit. We're doing good. We're doing good for time, I tell you. We're cracking through this. Trying to see which bit is which here. Those two seem to be connected there. I didn't realise that just now. Right, see if I can pull that little piece off now. Let's get that way up, out of the way. Got it, right. Okay, well that resistor's not even attached to that point. It's purely that capacitor that was attached to there. Right, so what did I say that was? 0.04 again. I am getting short on these now. I've only got 3 left after this one. That's going to have to go down and around. Oh, nice. Nice. Let's hope to God that that still reaches. Paddy, he's doing it again. That's some big dashes there. I think that, I can't remember, see if that's 2 or 3 dots. Is it 3 or 4? I can't read that, Paddy. It's too far away. Something T. Is it HT, HT, HT? Is that right, Paddy? I don't know. Don't really want to tie those two together because they would have put them all on the same one if they wanted them tied together, but what it is these two chassis ground points are very, very close together. There we are. Yeah, okay, it's not touching. So let's pull that one up. Hopefully you'll reach. Just. Only just. Now, did it go over the top of that one or underneath that one? I think it went underneath that one. More insulation. How's the Morse learning? Yeah, not too bad, Steve. I think I've done 15 letters now, I think. I've done 15 letters. It's just one of those things. It's difficult at the moment with the streams to concentrate on it. But get in there, Steve, I think. I've got a very good program on the iPad that is excellent. And I've got somebody who's willing to take the time to teach me as well, which is 90% of the thing. It's not something I could do on my own, I don't think. Wow, I say that. No, I don't think I could. Right, that's another one in, done. Nice. Right, we've got these two up here. What are these connected to? These are again a bit of a nightmare. Loads of wires everywhere. Okay, this one's going to be really tough to get into. What is that? Is that a ground again? Yeah, okay, that's a ground point. So let's just snip them off at the ground. That's that one. That's that one. Okay. Well, that one's easy enough. That goes to that coil. Where the hell does this one go, though? Where does that go? Okay, that goes on to this valve base. I wish these valve bases you could just unscrew them, but they're all riveted on. Okay, I might be able to get into that one, or I might do one of them twiddly things on it. Right, what's this one? This one is a... what's that? I can't read that one. Oh, 0.01 at 400. Okay, got it. That's going to be tough. Sorry, it's really not very user-friendly, is it, this? Yes, that's pretty much what I do, Doug. It's just the odd day I do miss. I didn't do any this morning. I think I didn't do any yesterday morning, but the rest of the week I did. So... it's getting it into your head, isn't it? And getting the sounds into your head. You know, I still get mixed up sometimes on some of them, but I don't like to move on to the next letter until I'm 100%. I'm not making any errors, you know. I'm a bit hard on myself probably, but I'd rather be like that than skip through it and not pick it up, really. Okay, so can I get on that one? Can I get the soldering iron in there though? Right, 0.01. You play a 10 minutes tape every night, do you? I have got a tape here that Collins let me have. Just listen to radio. Yeah, I think a lot of it's subconscious, isn't it? But okay, that's that one in. That's got to go to ground. Let's see if I can get this other one. If I can get my finger in there, then I can get a soldering iron in there. That's the theory. As I say, apologies, I literally got no camera that can come in at the angle that I'm working at, really. You can sort of get an idea, if I sort of get at that angle a bit more, what I'm up to. The pain of it all. Okay, so if I might snip that one off there. Can't get in there with those. So another 0.04. And another swig of beer. That's going to be blimmin' awkward, that is. Yeah, really short legs on that one because it literally is from a valve pin straight to ground through the capacitor. Let me work on this ground point first, make this a bit easier. I can't get the solder sucker in there. I'm going to have to go through this way with a soldering iron. Try not to burn anything. That was a successful suck there. I'll be careful because that was just touched to ground, that was not wrapped. And there's a lot of other wires very, very close to that are virtually touching the ground connection there. Okay, so that was just tacked on, so pull that one out of the way for a minute. I do like talking to myself, don't I, really? Some obnoxious commenter the other day decided they were going to put that, put some very derogatory remarks on there and say I love listening to my own voice too much. Real obnoxious comments. Foul-mouthed scumbag, by the sound of it. But there you go. They're about, unfortunately. I'm trying to keep the momentum going really and let you guys know what I'm doing, because you really can't see, I don't think. See that just ain't got no chance of coming out of that valve base. They've just really shoehorned the thing in there. Oh, I got it. Right. You can copy 20 words by ear. Can't send that fast anymore. Straight key. Straight key, yeah. I'm hoping to get some. Hi, Jeff. I'm hoping to get an electronic keyer. I think, you know, I've been told that is the way to go, really. Oh dear, I can't get in here. This blimmin' thing here in the way. Keep touching the wax on that and it smokes like mad. Let's see if I can get a bit of braid on the job. I'm struggling to get the solder clear off of this enough to wrap a wire around. That's why I'm taking my time. So it's a valve pin, but I can't see the hole to push another wire through. That's because there's already two blooming wires in it. I don't think I'm going to get a third one in there. So if I go in that way, I'm looking for something to get a mechanical joint on, really. Sort of wire to go through a loop or something. That is tough. So I don't remember this one on the last radio. Got it. Right. Let's solder that one in. Now we've got to try and get them attached to the ground point, which is easier said than done, I think. I might just have to tack these on, which I don't really like doing, but you know, that one I can probably wrap. Yeah, that one I can wrap, no problem. I can thread that one through that loop there. Actually, let's just... I'm talking to myself again as per usual. I feel I need to, because this is... Okay, that's that. Nope, can't get in there with those. That's not pretty, but it's there. I can get some solder on the blooming thing. Let me just see if I can get it a bit tighter than that. That's well and truly wrapped. I can't get in here. I think I've done it. What a game. Oh, yeah, bloody resistor there, isn't it? It's got to attach to it as well. Got the resistor, didn't I? Right, let's go in left-handed again. It's in there. So make sure these wires here aren't burnt and touching it. No, it's all good. Brilliant. Right, okay. What else have we got? Have I done them? Have I just finished the last hunts? Have I spoke too soon? I've done them. I have done them. It is recapped. Oh, what a game. Right, I've got to join this in. My little orange wire. The orangey. I doubt whether any of these resistors are intolerant, to be fair, Paddy, but I want to get the worst of it done. And see if it works, I think, is going to be the key. I want to see if it works. At least with the capacitors done, we shouldn't have any major valve damage issues, hopefully. I mean, the resistors that I have checked have been out. So ideally it wants the whole lot doing, but how far do you go with it, you know? Right, time for a tidy up, and then I'm going to get a speaker and a variac and a lamp limiter, and we're going to put some fire up its backside and see what happens. It's got to go through and check again quickly visually to make sure that everything is hunky-dory. What a lot of hunts. I mean, that's just the ones I've just done here now. That's just what I've done now. I mean, it's a bloody nightmare, these radios. There you go. It's always a challenge. We like a challenge, don't we? Well, I seem to like giving myself a challenge, put it that way. Right, I can't see any major issues with that. Let's just put that. Let's pull that off for a minute. That's just a cable clamp. So this is where we see if we've got a knackered transformer or not. Let's give this bench a bit of a clear up. Smoke testing, yeah, I knew we would get there. We wouldn't have done if I hadn't cracked on last night in the early hours with it. So I think probably tonight and tomorrow morning I'll be, well, let's not preempt things. I'm saying nothing. Saying nothing, but I'm hoping to get it all back together if I can. Now, as I said, the speaker in the actual set is absolutely massive, and it certainly won't fit on the bench. So I have got another 3 ohm speaker, but it's got a very scratchy coil. It's got a very scratchy coil, and also it's got a rip in the cone itself, so it's not great. But it should do for testing now. Have I got to earth that to that? See, before this, thank you, Rob. Before this was bolted down to the chassis, sort of like that. So this piece was grounded. So I think I might have to just put a flying lead across to the chassis. Or was it? No, it wasn't. It was just attached there, and that was attached to the timber, I believe. Okay, so I just need to probably just attach that to there then. Let's get a nut and bolt. Are you all enjoying it so far? Are you all enjoying it so far? My pain. I will be replacing the mains cord, but not for a minute, Andy. I'm hoping it'll hang up for the time being. I mean, it's going to be connected via the variac, so I should be able to notice if anything goes wrong. But this mains cord on these Murphys does look really good. It's not rubber wire. It's like a plastic polythene type wire, coated wire. So I'm hoping it's going to hold up, Andy. So I'm just putting this nut and nylock washer on here. Phillips. Just hold that onto the cage of the transformer. Now, should I try ohming out some of these chassis wires, or are we just going to go for it? Some of these, oh, what am I trying to say? Does it matter which way round the speaker goes? There, I've just asked myself another question, because I have got a speaker. I think I may have bent that. Yeah, almost certainly bent that. Anyway, let's not worry about that for now. Yeah, that's all I'm thinking. It's the ohms are correct, but it's knackered. This one here, I don't know what I've got it out of, but if you listen, And the spiders come away from the inside as well. It's a hell of a state, really. Yeah, probably. It is measuring 3 ohms though. Doesn't matter which way round it is. I mean, we're using it as a load almost, aren't we? We're almost using it as a load. I can't remember what this one came out of, but it needs major work, this speaker, if it's salvageable. Be careful they don't touch together. Let me just pop a bit of solder on that. Yes, we don't want those touching together, really. Just put a little bit of tape around those. You're waiting, Steve, are you? 2E0. Is it LKC? I glanced at that. How you doing, mate? Just want a bit of insulation tape. Steve's waiting for the bang and the flash. Let's put a bit of Simon's capped on. It's almost too good to use that, Simon. LKC. Thank you, mate. You're learning Morse as well with G6QA. That sounds like a contest call to me. Good luck with that. Oh, well, Steve. Thanks, Simon. I am determined. Would you have beaten it up by now, Simon? Giving it a good beasting. I am pretty determined, I suppose, aren't I? Just wrapping a bit of capped on tape around that, just to stop them shorting out against anything. Okay, right. Now, is it better to run it up with no valves in it first, or just put the rectifier valve in? I think it was George did a really good video. Mr. George Christophe did a really good video on the sort of steps to take prior to starting a radio up, and Chris has done some good ones as well. Nothing. There won't be anything. You're confident, Steve. You're getting the hang of self-control. Brilliant, Simon. Right, I'm just making sure that everything's out of the way. Just really looking for some advice on whether I ought to be ohming stuff out, or leaving the rectifier valve out, or just putting the rectifier in, or checking. Or just chuck the valves in and stick the power on and be done with it. Give it some stick. Yeah, I've pretty muddled that. Because when I was working on this in the early hours, I had it propped up and it decided to fall over. Let's bend this a little bit. That's better. All or nothing. Just go for it. Oh, I love it when you guys... Alright, so the FM valve is a 6AQ8, which is basically a ECC85, I think, isn't it? Different flavour. Our nice big old output valve, 6P1. I almost know where these go. EABC 80. So this never had a rectifier valve in it originally, and I'm going to need to do something to this wire here because that's hanging on by threads. So I need to do that. So this 6 something and our 6F18. Got a bent pin on that one. Ooh, I don't like bent pins. Right, let me just have a look, see which one goes in which hole. Let's see which one. Don't electrocute the fish. Ignore the minor stuff. Manure or bust. Fire extinguisher ready. You've got no confidence. Come on, it's going to work. No problem. No problemo. Right, what on earth are you doing here, Graham? You want that to show which valve goes in which hole. Again, this is one of these things where the valve data's on 3 different sheets. So yeah, Timothy very kindly sent me the trader sheet for this yesterday as well, which has got the layer underneath in the sort of usual format. So V3 is a 6F18. So V3 is that one. That one's V2. So 6. Well, to be fair, I mean, I should have known that by the valve base, really, because it's got a totally different valve base on that. That's one of those, and that's one of them clippity-clippity things. Right, so we need to find a rectum fryer. Now, it's a UU9 originally. It's a UU9. But I've got some equivalents down here. I have bought a UU9, but a UU9 is also an EZ40. And apparently I've got an EZ40, so let me go and find an EZ40 a minute and pop in there. Let me go and find an EZ40. So get you a bit better in the shot. And get the lamp limiter. I wasn't confident I'd get to this stage today, but I think we are at a point where we can fire it up. Right, EZ80s, EZ40, there we go. Look at me. Look at me with the voltage. Right, Coco? Coco's looking up at me as if to say, "Are you finished yet, Daddy? Come and see us, Daddy. Miss you, Daddy." Right. Dim bulb, lamp limiter, whatever you call it. Ugh. We need to clear space now because it's getting serious. We're going to be messing with some serious voltages here now. So Santa's fireplace is going to have to go out of the way. I do need to sort that central heating out. I keep forgetting to go and bleed those radiators. Right. Lamp limiter. $100 watt. Plugged in, switched on. No voltages yet. We've got to get our quick tester out. And that's got to go in there. Because we've got no plug on this. We need that in lamp. We need that on. So you can't really see what I'm up to over the back here. Let's just zoom out a little bit more. Let's get the. Of course, I did have this nicely done up, didn't I? But I've gone and cut the end off of it now, demonstrating the electrician's scissors. So let's just increase this a little bit. I say these wires aren't. They're like a hard polythene. So I think this is quite good cable, this, and it seems that all the Murphys that I've got this same cable on it. None of it's really in bad condition. Let's say what I want to get for it is some of that cloth covered 3-core really. Right, will that reach? So ideally we want to make the earth wire longer than the rest, but let's say we're only giving it a quick run through now. I was hoping to have been at home in time today to go and take the speaker out the actual set really. And bring it up, but I sadly haven't had time, so. But you never know, we might better do a bit of a reveal on it tomorrow if I got time. If it works. So lots of ifs. A lot of ifs. Right, let's connect Cliff up. So this is the old colours, red and black. Pretty self-explanatory, really. Red being live, black being neutral. And then our green for earth. Right, that's in. EZ40 according to the box. And this is part of a load of valves that I bought from. Oh, hang on. No, that one ain't no good. That's got lots of glass in it. Oh dear. Okay, that's no good. Let me go and see what else I can find then. So I need an EZ40. I've got to go and risk my UU9. Oh dear. Have I got another EZ40 in here? I've got EZ80s. I've got loads of EZ80s by the looks of it. EZ80. EF41. No, that was the only one I had, so I'm going to have to use this UU9. This is scary. This pops, I've got no chance. I think I paid about seven quid odd for this one at the Wooden Basset. Bacho Mendes, how you doing, Bacho? Not seen you for ages, mate. Hope you're well. So this is a UU9, which would have been the original valve in this one, and this is absolutely brand new. Look, absolutely brand spanking new. Scary. So I need to have a look at this connection here a minute, because it is literally, yeah, I'm going to have to do that. It's holding on by one thread, and that's a 240 volt mains connection there. Someone's had a go at soldering that before. Let's see if I can get the old third hand tool in and get this sorted out. I've lost my solderer suckerer now. Snip that valve to glass so you put a new glass under those and pump it out. He's a clever chap, isn't he? Hellish clever. Harvey, how you doing, mate? Didn't see you pop in, Harvey. Apologies, I've had my head down trying to get this thing sorted. Tell you what, this has got a lot of solder in this. Yeah, that literally was hanging on by that one single strand. Better. So cool down a minute. Murphy goes on. He's cool with it. Earthquake warning. That's a Wonderland dress. One in the hand in someone else's pockets. Apologies, I have missed some of the chat tonight, people. Hopefully I haven't missed any of your super chats. Apologies if I have. Tin Outs Multi saying Fire Brigade are ready. Don't electrocute the fish. What's going on here? Volume down 37 volts. Right. Okay, that should be okay to go back in now. That's much better. 240 volts. It's very close. It's actually bent down, that is, as well. It's had a whack, that, at some stage. Let's bend that back. Tell you what, this radio's certainly had its fair share of being got at, I think. I should think this has been got at by quite a few people. Yeah, shame that EZ40's gone. Got to be careful that I don't drop anything into that. Let's put those over there out the way. Don't drop anything onto the speaker, that would make me jump. Right, let's get that out of the way. Everything is in. Output transformers connected, that's connected. Bulbs, we've got 2 bulbs to sort out. These are funny size. They're 6.5 at 0.3 amps. Oh. And for some bizarre reason I've got those. I've got 2 of those. Let's just give them a little bit of a juicing up. That don't look like it's had a bulb in it for quite some time. Just give that a little bit of a go as well. This thing here, I ought to take this off really, it's a bit of a pain in the backside. It's going to be horrible to realign it though. Yeah, I'm going to have to take that off, I think. Am I? Dare I? No, it's going to have to stay on. Right. It's on. Volume up. I don't know what band is what on this. If we're somewhere in the middle, we shouldn't be on gram. I think we're ready to go, people. I think we're ready to go. Oh no! So power's on, that's on, lamp's on. It's just a case of winding it up very slowly and seeing what it does. I've got you can't quite see my variac here, but I have got. So I'm just winding it up. 50 milliamps, 60 milliamps, 50 volts, 70 milliamps. So let's leave it at 100 volts for a minute. So our dial lamps are lit. Our bulb's not lit. Let's turn a bit of light off here so you can see it glowing. So it's drawing 60 milliamps. Let's go up. 150 volts, 90 milliamps. I can see some heaters glowing. That one certainly is, and that one, and that one. Can't see that one over the back. I can't see the FM valve. So 150 volts, 90 milliamps. Let's go 180. Things tend to start happening once you get around 180. Okay, we're now drawing 120 milliamps. Let it sit there for a minute. I can hear humming, but that's there's a little bit of humming from the speaker. The EABC, I can't see if that's lit or not. The output valve's lit, the rectifier's lit, that one's lit. Not sure about that one. Very dim. Yeah, the FM valve is lit. The bulb is not lit. It is warm. Let's go up then. 200 volts, 140 milliamps. Oh, can hear something there, can hear some RF there. No antenna connector, don't forget. This is promising. So let's go up for 240. Okay, our bulb is starting to glow. (160 milliamps), but it's not glowing that much. It's only a faint glow where it's taking a bit of current. Right, we need to stick some wire in the hole, I think. Got to work out what's what here a minute. Let me just kill the set a minute. I've still got it on a lamp, I've not bypassed it yet. I just want to quickly have a look at the connections on the back. Now, one of these is antenna. Sounding good, isn't it? So let's put it back on again. I think we're good. I think we're good. So let me get some. I've got antenna and ground here, but I just need to go back to my pictures and find out which one goes in where. And I'm confident that we've got a working set. The only valve I can't really see lit is the EABC80, but it might just be that the filament's up a bit higher. I have got a brand new one of those, don't forget. Right, let's look at my pictures. Thanks, Nigel. We're just missing a signal at the moment because we have no antenna connected to it whatsoever. So I need the diagram that Chris very kindly let me have. That's got the actual pickup, earth, medium and long aerial. Okay, so the medium and long wave aerial, actual aerial, is the middle one. There is no middle one. Pickup. Was it that one? Maybe not. That could be the pickup. Hang on, let me cut that again a minute. Let me just have a look in underneath. Oh. Okay. I think that's probably the pickup. That's got to be FM aerial. There's a medium and long wave aerial then, unless it's over here. That's FM. I tell you, I can check for FM. I can go and get the aerial from the other set. Oh, I can't. I'll put it in a box out of the way, am I? Yeah, I'm not convinced that that valve there is working. I can feel that one is. I've got a feeling that that one's not lit, but it must be something going on. Okay, let me get let me go back to my pictures. Let me see what's on the back of the set. Bear with me. We're getting there. There's noise, which is promising, very promising. just got a feeling that EABC80 is not any good, but what do I know? I know nothing. Come on, Graham, where's your pictures? Where's your pictures? There it is. Oh, that's a pickup. Oh. Trying to get my head around which connection's which here. That's the FM speaker, I think. So that should be. That says pickup with a dot beside it. Pickup. Oh, that's external loudspeaker. Oh, hang on. No, it just goes in there. That is the aerial. Sure it is. Let's try it. What can go wrong, eh? Just need to perhaps turn the volume down a little bit, because I think it's pretty sensitive. So I've got the bulb in line still in case it does decide to start taking a lot of current.
Yes, what a lovely evening it is.
Oh, it's only working.
Thank you very much, Piers. You may go now.
That speaker's knackered.
I need that thing.
Yeah, just testing that. Okay.
Fait solliciter latéralement et qui choisit d'allonger le jeu mais directement sur bader le défenseur rennais.
C'est plutôt intéressant en entame de match. Je trouve que c'est parti sur bonne intensité.
That speaker's knackered.
Des duels. Encore une fois, ça va être
Monster. So, and it's a good evening to keep the ball alive. Yeah, Santiago Arata is the from half for
So either that way or that way is FM. Tone works. Let me go and get the let me go and get the aerial from the other radio a minute. Oh, they're dim the standard, Simon, are they? Let me go and get the FM aerial from the other set a minute. What have I done with it? Graham, what have you done with that set? Okay, it's deep. It's in deep. Oh, Christ. Well, at least it sounds like our output valve is working, which is good news, even though I bought another one just for the sheer hell of it. And that's not the one there, is it? What have I done with that then? Oh, it's over there, like, you fool. I've got to take all those boxes down. It's not even in one of the boxes. Ugh. Right. It's all my voltage. So this aerial in this one has got exactly the same connection. So I'm just going to pinch that and try it on FM. Just kill that again a minute. I push this in. Is that the right way around? Oh, it must be. So, FM area wedge. That made me jump then. Okay, I'm not sure which position is FM. Let me see if I can go to the front panel a minute. Let's turn that volume down and
graphic descriptions of
right.
what a dogfight really is all about.
That speaker's knackered. It's crunchy. Cheers, everyone. Oh, I've missed the chat a little bit. Right, what am I looking for? I want the top panel, don't I? That's terrible, that, isn't it? Well, that's useful. It doesn't actually tell you what I'm sure there's going to be pickup on one. But no, it's really quiet. There's no... Unless my aerial's the wrong... No, it can't be the wrong way around because it wouldn't fit in there else. I'll tell you what might be an issue is the lamp could be holding it back a bit. So let me switch the lamp out. Oh, we've got something there.
Sarah Daniele talks there about the colours that Verdi create.
Oh, it's sort of on and off. It was there and then it's almost like it's fading away. It's gone again now. So it's like the FM is dying on it for some reason. It was there, wasn't it? Just turn it down a bit and all. No, I think that's pick up that position. So FM is all the way around there.
That's Slade, and do you believe in miracles? At least we didn't play Merry Christmas, everybody. Gave you a break from that. Believe it or not, that track was inspired by Bob Geldof. Prophecies. Apparition. Warn him to beware of...
It could be a dirty band switch.
No man of woman born.
Because it's working now.
And he'll be invincible until Burnham Wood marches on his castle. Impossible seeming predictions which both reassure... Stone. Celebration of the birth of the Catalan painter Joan Miró on the 20th of April 1893 at 9 p.m. precisely. With an exploration of one of his most famous paintings, Harlequin's Carnival. All of unraveled by cats.
We have FM. We have FM. Hallelujah. Give it a squirt. Let's give it a bit of the old cleaner of the many switches. I mean, it's a rubbish area as well, so it's doing well to pick up anything there. Right, where are we? Let's stick the light back on now. I wonder which wafer is FM. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh, it's grotty, that is. At least I haven't took it out this time. Right, see if that's made any difference. I mean, we've got a pretty horrible speaker there, I must admit. That's pretty bad. Sounds like Mrs. Cruncher's home. Well, that really is good timing, isn't it? Yeah, that'll be Mrs. Cruncher. Right, try it again then. coming up.
And it opens a window into a world that doesn't exist.
Get the elderly voice, posh. We hear him with the boys. Instantly, we've got all these associations. But then, it's almost as if that voice is. You get these emotions breaking through it.
Previously being a member of the Newscat, what a great band they were. This week in 1991, Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody made it back to #1 on the UK singles chart just weeks after the loss of Freddie Mercury. And some sad news here.
Well, that's going to be Radio 2, I would think.
And also this week in 2002.
Then we're going to have Radio 5, Radio 3.
It's done.
Only goes up to 100, don't forget this one.
I sense a kind of pessimism in him, a sort of cult.
So right up the far end should be Classic FM. That's Radio 1. Classic FM should be just about here.
This is Saturday Night at the Movies on Classic FM.
There you go. That's Mrs. Cruncher. You alright, Kerr? She works. Hallelujah. Praise be to the Lord.
Is he introducing shows all country?
Something back. He would never marry. He couldn't bear to have children himself, but he would try and make children's lives better through being a brilliant teacher.
Peers seem to have this
There you
genius
go.
of finding
All done.
whose sort of minds were actually quite close to the surface.
Persistence pays off once
I
again.
think maybe he was such a kind listener that they just
So we've got bulbage.
in front of him.
You build brief relationships with these people, and
It's
you
all
have
working.
intention in mind. It might not be the
It's
same
all working.
intention that your interviewee has.
That's a relief, I can tell you. Right, let's put some light on the situation because we're going to wrap up now. I'm going to get the advent calendar out and then we're going to call it a day for today. But that's a big relief. I'm well pleased that that's working. It works, Kurt. It works, Kurt. Fantastic. She sounds flipping happy as usual. Right. Let's get the advent calendar up then. Let's get the advent calendar up. I can't really get this out of the way now because I've got nowhere to put it. And we're looking for number 18. Number 18. Number 18 then. Eyes down looking. Thanks. You knew I'd win the battle. Santa. It works anyway. Thanks all. One Santa. There maybe? By the wheel. Let's have a look what Santa's got. And we have another screwdriver bit, number 1 Phillips. Let's do a bit of a... Well, I've not got a lot of gap left here now to work with. I've not got a lot of gap left to work with. 3 hours in surgery. Thank you, Rob. A Murphy expert, I wouldn't say that, but I am quite pleased that I've got that going, because that's, as I say, that was my little Christmas present for me and Mrs. Cruncher, really, because she did like the look of that. So it's our little bit holder. And we've got number 1, so I suspect we've got a number 1 posi drive coming up, so I'm going to preempt that. So there we are, the old Wera Advent calendar's coming on very nicely. And not many left to open. Not many left to open at all. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that little journey today. I'm really glad I put that couple hours in last night, because that's a major job recapping one of those. Major job. So that's it from me today. As I say, we've got Brother Trevor in tomorrow. He's got a set of headphones that's a bit poorly. And if I can do any footage of this thing, I don't think I'm going to have time to put it back in the chassis until next week now. So we'll have to see how we go. But you will see it back in the chassis, hopefully, playing soon. Glad you've enjoyed that, everybody. And as I say, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, then please just hit the subscribe button. Really on a bit of a push to try and get to 4,000 for Christmas, and it ain't far off. It's 18th now. What we've got, another, how many days? We only live stream up to the 24th. Another six live streams left to go, and that's it. So I'll catch you again tomorrow. Take care, everybody. That one. Thanks for joining me today. And we've got a working Volver. Job done. Bye for now.